guys and gals, welcome back to Doing Redneck Things Off Grid. Oops, I gotta put my grandpa glasses on so I can read today. Today is June 6, 2023. I'm wearing my Enterprise hat today to honor those who gave their lives on D-Day on June 6, 1944. Over 10,000, about 10,000 allies gave their lives on that day to help free France. And it's a special day, and we should never forget that that was 79 years ago today. So God bless all the families of those who lost family members on that day that changed the war. So once again, God bless everybody for your sacrifices for keeping this country and other countries free. So today is episode number 51 for I Have Questions. So there's been a lot going on. It's kind of, the world's still crazy as ever. So here we go. Number one. So now there's a thing called lunch shaming. It's I guess families that send their kids to school with ethnic foods, Asian, Hindi, Swedish, Polish, they send their family foods. Well, the kids are making fun of them because it's not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So it's food that they grew up on eating, and these kids today are, what the hell's wrong with the kids today? They're making fun of people because of what they eat now. Is like, God, get a clue, America. Come on. Teach your kids. Jeez. It's just crazy. So that was number one, lunch shaming. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. So number two is, so now the crazy squirrel squad on the hill is kicking veterans out of hotels and shelters so illegals can have a place to stay. I say bullshit. Come on. We're being invaded, and we're allowing it to be invaded. I just saw on the news again today, they sent another plane load of illegals to Sacramento. It's their second one, and hey, you guys deal with it. You're the ones that want to let them come in. You guys can have them. God bless the people that are trying to get a better life. I can understand that, but come on, you're kicking veterans out of hotels so somebody that don't really belong here can have a place. That's just crazy. So number three. Oh, I forgot to do that thing again. Yeah, just give me a second here. I gotta turn off my sound. We'll just do that. So, sorry about that. So, that was number two, kicking veterans out of hotels and shelters. It's bullshit. I mean, excuse my French, but it's bullshit. So number three. So there was another GPS casualty in Hawaii. Another tourist drove their car into the boat harbor on the boat ramp again. How do you not know that you can't drive into the boat harbor with your car just because the GPS says so? Come on. Oh, but honey, the GPS says we have to drive down this boat ramp. I don't know, maybe there's a magical time warp tunnel that opens up when you drive your car into the boat harbor. You know, it's like your first clue should have been the sailboat that's parked off to the left side of the ramp. Hey, this is for boats. Oh, no, the GPS says we got to go there. So just drive in there. Oh, my God. It's just crazy. So, GPS casualties in Hawaii. Oh, my God. That's just too funny. Number 4. So there's a group of moms out there that are using magic mushrooms. I just don't know what else to say. They're using magic mushrooms to deal with depression. I've heard of them using the mushrooms to deal with PTSD, but magic mushrooms, guys, come on. It's like, let's keep America stoned so we can control them better. That's what I think. You know, that's my opinion. So number 5 is from my good buddy Gbears over there in California, and he just did a tribute to our channel for desert gardening. It's kind of comparing the desert in California to the desert in Nevada, and I'm not sure what his elevation is, but we're at 2,365 feet here in Pahrump, Nevada. So we're comparing gardens to see what different, how different things go. So he gets a little hotter over there, and a lot more wind. He's this spring he's been just hammered with 20-30 mile an hour winds, constant speed. So I'm gonna add one more to that go over and visit Cindy's place. She is in northern Nevada, which is the high desert. I believe she's at like 6,500 feet. So she's 4,000 feet higher than we are, and she's doing desert gardening in a different climate than we are. I mean, she gets snow in the winter and it gets cold in the winter there. So go check out Cindy's place. I'll try to, if I remember right, I'll put a link in the description. Somebody talks to me, I'm done. That's it. So anyway, Gbears says it was 96 degrees out at his place the other day, and he saw a guy walking down the desert road wearing a heavy black fleece hoodie zipped all the way up to his chin and the hood over his head. It's 96 out. If you're cold in 96, where are you from? I was like, yeah, must be from Mars or something. I don't know. But we're Gbears thinking, God, he must be immune to heat strokes, or that's just quite the fashion statement that, hey, look at me, I'm a hoodie guy. It's like, I don't know, no stereotyping. Sorry. But yeah, I was like, are you crazy? Wearing a black fleece in the desert it's crazy. You can roast your cookies in there in no time. So that was number 5. Number 6 is from Ian Y. Gath. Go check out his channel. He does some pretty cool stuff. He does some Bible stuff that's pretty cool. And he wants to know, I think I covered this once before, but he took a little different perspective to it than I did. Why are gas stations allowed to sell fuel for tenths of a penny? Which I want to know too. Is like, okay, so we don't have tenth of penny coins, but the gas station's going to charge you 2.499. So a tenth of a cent under 2.50. But You go buy a gallon of gas, and you got to pay $2.50. Why don't they reimburse you for that tenth of a cent? Because we don't have tenth of a cent coins. It's like, so if you think about it, you're getting ripped off a tenth of a penny for every gallon of gas that you buy. So how much money are these guys making off the tenths of a cent? How many millions of gallons of fuel are sold in the world every day? It's incredible, unbelievable. It reminds me of that. I told Ian this too. I said in the email, I told him, I said, it reminds me of that movie, where the Superman movie, where Richard Pryor was an accountant for the big company he was in, and he discovered that there was millions of dollars in half cents in the computer that nobody keeps track of. So what's he do? Writes him check out of the half cent account, and probably would have got away with it if he hadn't bought a Lamborghini. So thanks Ian for that question. Thanks Gbears for your question. Now, number 7. Do you ever wonder if politicians today ever took social studies class or government classes? I want to know. Seems like today they become politicians to become rich, rather than helping the people that they're supposed to represent. So, it's like, get into politics to be rich. The only way you can become rich as a politician is be a crooked one. That's my opinion. And it's crazy. I think Gbears said they're all crooked because they're lawyers too. I apologize if you're a lawyer, but you guys aren't the best citizens in the world. That's a whole nother story. So that was number 7. Number 8. That ear itch again. I want to know, what did we do before we had all these miracle pills that supposedly help us with multiple ailments? What did our grandparents do? They pretty much lived with whatever ailment they have. And I'm thinking, could you imagine what our grandparents could do if they had the medications that we have today? What they could have accomplished in addition to what they already did. Our grandparents were the greatest generation there was, and then the baby boomers. Like, I'm right on the edge of baby boomers. It was like, what they contributed to society and to making America great is just phenomenal. Could you imagine if they had some of the, like, the arthritis pills and all that stuff, how much more they could have done for this country? It's like, it makes you wonder, it's like, what is this Generation Z, Generation X, and the millennials, what are you guys going to do to make this country better? Come on, guys, wake up. Excuse me. So that brings us to number 9. So I've been noticing a lot that the 70s and 80s hairdos are coming back. It's crazy. We had the long hair, I'm growing my hair out because I can. I was like, what the heck? I used to get a haircut every 2 weeks, whether I needed it or not, when I was in the service. And when I was a kid, as soon as the hair hit the collar, Dad had us in the barber shop, and all of us boys went together, and we got buzzed for the summer. So You know, please stop, guys. Come on. You know, the big hair. Oh man, it's like, let's get the big hair back. We lived through it once. I guess we could do it again. We can live through it again. It's like, it's crazy though. We're you know, it's like our generation. You know, the 60s, 70s, 80s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s created some of the greatest music that there was. You know, and this new generation of people, even like in the music industry, are remaking the old stuff because they can't come up with new stuff, and the stuff that they come up with is basically crap. It hurts your ears, and it's nuts. So anyway, that's going to do it for episode number 51. I would like to once again thanks and God bless all those families who sacrificed and had people that lost their lives on D-Day 79 years ago today. God bless your family, and thanks for the ultimate sacrifice. You just can't, words can't describe it. You know, it's amazing. So God bless. Support your troops. Get out and vote. Get out and meet your YouTube friends. This YouTube. There's some awesome people on YouTube. And remember, go see Ian Y. Gath, Gbears Homestead, Gbears Off-Grid Homestead in the desert. I think I got that right. And Cindy's Place for desert gardening at a different altitude than what we are. God bless everybody. I will see you on the next one. Bye.